I knew that I needed to have something done. I was skeptical that I would be a good candidate. I've got a neurological condition, multiple sclerosis, and I also am diabetic. I had thought there was a good chance that after looking at my materials, Dr. Receiver would say, "I don't want to touch you." When he told me that it wouldn't hurt, I was hopeful but skeptical because I have such a low pain tolerance. I've probably the second lowest pain tolerance known to man. When I had my procedures done, I had extractions and implants put in the lower jaw first, and then about a month later in the upper jaw. I was absolutely astonished that there was no pain at all associated with the procedure on the lower jaw. There was literally no pain with the procedure on the lower jaw. The procedure on the upper jaw had very slight amounts of pain for 2 days on a 1 to 10 scale. And again, remember, I'm a low pain tolerance person. The pain was at about a 2 for 2 days and then was non-existent afterwards. This whole procedure has involved extremely little pain to my great relief. I was relieved to know that I had some options. I had suspected that I might be told, "For you, there is only one thing that we can do." Thankfully, that wasn't the case. The procedure that I chose from a number of options was called the All-on-4, to have 4 implants up, 4 implants down, to which are attached permanent plates. I am very pleasantly surprised that the implants feel like a natural part of my mouth. No inconvenience, no pain, no tingling, no nothing. They just feel like I was born with them. I had done some pricing on the internet, and I knew that this was going to be a not inexpensive procedure. I also didn't have insurance, so I knew I would be paying for it. And I would say, too, along the money lines, Dr. Receiver priced this to me and then provided a discount for cash. It was an investment that had to be made, and yes, it was a good investment. I would do it again if I had to. I'm not happy about the necessity of doing it, but that's my fault, and I'll live with that. I was really pleased with the overall work on the implants. During this entire procedure, I was never made to feel like there was something wrong with me, that I had done a poor job taking care of my oral hygiene. The entire staff here was extremely courteous, pleasant to deal with, and problem-focused. They knew that I had a problem and they were going to get me through it, and they did. Denise and Joan especially were extremely pleasant to work with. Dr. Receiver is a jewel of a human being. I can say some more about him and his treatment of me, and he's extremely pleasant, extremely thorough, completely competent, very capable. I wouldn't have gone anywhere else if I had it to do over again. I chose the All-on-4 mainly because I wanted a permanent attachment. There are basically, as I understand it, 3 options. One would be regular dentures. One would be a snap-in, snap-out plate that snaps onto the implants, and the one that I chose, which was the permanent screwed-in variety. I wanted implants that were going to stay. My grandmother, when I was a little child, had dentures that she took out and played with that made me feel very badly, and I knew I didn't want dentures. I think that the permanent plates screwed in are worth the extra investment. Since I've had my All-on-4s done, and incidentally I'm getting 5 up and 5 down at no extra cost, another thing that I'm very pleased with, and thank Dr. Receiver for, I can eat almost anything that I want. It was a major blessing to me to be able to get everything done under one roof. I don't travel very well, don't like to travel, and basically don't have the time to travel to 4 or 5 different places to have things done. Everything that was required to be done, could be done, and was done here at Dr. Receiver's office. I'm extremely pleased with that. I'm a professional and like to get paid for my work, and Dr. Receiver's a professional, likes to get paid for his work, but I think this is about more than money to him. I paid for 4 upper implants, 4 lower, and I'm going to wind up with 5 upper and 5 lower because he thought the extra implant would add strength and stability. When I offered to pay for the extras, he said no, that wasn't necessary. He thought that in his professional opinion, the extra implants were needed, and he was just going to do that. So I think this is about more than money to him. I think it's about doing a good job. I think he has done, in my case, an outstanding job. I couldn't be happier with the work, couldn't be happier with the people I've dealt with here, the staff, couldn't be happier with Dr. Receiver. Would absolutely recommend him without question, without reservation to anyone needing extensive, significant dental work done of this type.